2:16. We just arrived in the parking lot and it looks pretty damn empty. There's like 2 cars here. So when we were coming in, it looked like there was no one there, but now once we get in the lot, it actually looks pretty full. Like we actually have to look for a parking spot. And I would think, so for context, it has been absolutely like torrential downpour all morning. I just went to go get a haircut and it stopped, and now we zoomed over to the park. And yeah, it's still pretty busy. So I don't know, I'll keep you guys updated as we go inside. For any of you wondering, the mask policy in the park is you do need to wear one when you're 1 on a ride, 2 usually in a queue line, but that's up to your judgment. But you mainly do need to wear it when you're around a big group of people. Sorry, someone just walked by me. So if you're just like where I am right now in the midway with no one around you, you're cool to take off your mask, and you're gonna need it to breathe most of the time, so yeah. Well, that was a letdown. We pull up to the park thinking Leviathan's gonna be a station wait, and it's full queue. It's an hour-and-a-half line right now, so that is fabulous. We're gonna head to the other side of the park to see if we can maybe go in the action zone area and see if we'll be able to get some walk-ons. Hopefully Behemoth's not too long, but we'll see what's going on. For context, these are swimming goggles. Midways are looking pretty empty right now, but the only reason is because everyone's in damn line. Everything's so packed. And shockingly, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but Behemoth has a fully full queue, which is an hour-and-a-half plus probably, so that's fabulous. So we're like, oh, what's this one ride in the park that's not gonna have a long line? Oh, it's Time Warp. We come to Time Warp and we see a bunch of people pulling out of the line, and I'm like, is it down? And they're like, yup. So the one ride that might not have a long line in the park is down. Update, we were walking away and like I hear in the corner of my ear an announcement that Time Warp is now operational, and let's go. So we just finished our first ride of the day on Time Warp. The rain picked up, so Daniel got his poncho going. Got the gog ride, and by no means is that a good coaster, but it is not horrendous. It's better than I used to have the impression of that it was, but by no means is it a good coaster in any way. Goggles. When it rains, we wear goggles. So update, the lines haven't been too horrendous. We waited about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer for Behemoth, and we waited about how long for Cyclone? About 35 to 40 minutes, so not terrible, but there's some people waving behind me, so I'm gonna keep walking. So what I've noticed throughout the day today is some lines, Behemoth, Leviathan, Yukon, have extremely big lines, like 2+ hours. Then other rides like Dragonfire, Wild Beast, Vortex have very reasonable lines. Like you can see, there is basically no line for Vortex. It's pretty much a station wait. So sanitize your hands and you know, just be cautious of what you're riding. Get your big rides in first and then go to everything smaller after. Front row ride on Wild Beast, let's go. So overall, we did end up having a better day than I thought. Then from straight when we walked in the park, I thought we would get like 2 rides. We ended up getting a ton of rides, so that's good. As you can see, it looks pretty busy behind me right now just because the park just closed and everyone is dumping out and trying to get to their cars. So yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend coming on a rainy day. It's kind of debatable, but I think you can do it if you want to get some rides a little bit less busy than usual. So I think that's all for me, and I'm going to turn it over to Justin.
Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay safe.
Okay, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.